Hey you. Wonderful to have you here once again on yet another Hussar Talk. It truly, truly is. I'm glad that you are here because I have a lot of interesting things to talk about. Kind of touching on my last Hussar Talk and some of the themes, some of the very important themes that I think need to be retouched on and expanded upon because, hey, it got received incredibly well. And I think it would be a sin not to do so. So, as always, lads, grab yourself a hot beverage and just listen to me as I force you to listen to my philosophical nonsense. So, in my last Hussar Talk, I go into my anecdote about how growing a beard changed me fundamentally. It transformed me into a different person. And I think a lot of people are allergic to this idea, right? Those that have never grown a beard, for example, are completely allergic to this idea. Those that have grown beards but do not have their mind in the right place also are allergic to this idea. And although I didn't get any comments of people saying that what I was saying was philosophical nonsense, I can see that, in the future I probably will get something like that. It's just hair on your face, dude. It is just hair on your face. There is nothing profound about growing a beard. And I think on the surface, that's absolutely true. Right? How could there be something so profound about growing hair on your face? Well, my proposition, brothers, is that it's a vehicle. Like many vehicles of change, I think it is probably one of the most powerful vehicles. And I will explain to you why in this Hussar Talk. Look at it this way. Me growing a beard really got me out here and got me to start making these types of videos, right? To start my YouTube channel in general, because hey, it's the it's what my YouTube channel is. So, but the question is why? Why do I speak about beards this way? Why do I think it's a powerful anecdote? And why do I feel the need to speak about beards this way? Alright, let's look at it this way. I think there are many vehicles by which we can, come to self-improvements, right? And I think the best way to improve yourself is to go through a series of micro goals. What are you willing to do to reach an end goal? I think a formula for failure is to say, hey, I want to reach this large goal and I'm going to reach for this goal assuming that there are no obstacles, that there will be no long process, right? Aiming directly for that goal instead of aiming for the steps that will get you there, right? Setting micro goals is by far the best way to get you there, and I've been trying my absolute best to adhere to that. So, there's many programs out there for, people that lack the motivation to go out into the world and find their meaning, right? Find a pursuit in your life that is meaningful to you. That is a very hard thing for people to do, and that is something that I'm still searching for. But I think I'm coming upon it very, very soon, especially with this channel. Even as I speak, I'm gaining a large idea of what what pains me in life. Find something that pains you in life and then attack it with every bit of virtuosity and spirit to mend that pain in your hearts and fix that issue that you see in our society, right? In my case, it pains me to see men that were like me. They are so fucking afraid. They are mortified. They could barely climb out of bed in the morning. And I know it all too well. They're scared to be different. They're scared to, express themselves, and they feel like nobody understands them. And they have no gauge of what it means to get away from, they have no gauge of what it means to get away from instant gratification. And somebody needs to teach men like this and women like this that things won't be given to you. And if you do not find meaning in your life, a meaningful pursuit, a pursuit that is based in meaning and truth, then you will never find comfort and you will never find elation. Search for meaning and truth, and you may find comfort. You may find comfort, as C.S. Lewis put it so wisely. And I think there are many vehicles upon which you can get yourself out of this cycle of violent thoughts, this brooding within your mind that tells you that you're worthless and that you'll never amount to anything. Right? There's many courses for this, right? A lot of self-improvement courses that encourage you to write about what state you are in now and what state you will be in 30 years from now if nothing is done about your current state. What type of hell would you be plunged into if you did nothing about your current state of being right now? If you never relinquish your habits to be someone who relies on instant gratification to give them happiness, temporary happiness, then where will you be? Right? Adversely, I suppose on the same coin, I think beards are a very, very strong vehicle for driving this sort of change as well. This is true for whether you're growing a minoxidil beard or a natural beard. Once I started to grow a beard, it was incredibly uncomfortable. Incredibly, especially because it was patchy in the beginning because I used minoxidil. But the instant realization I came to was that if I do not take care of it, if I do not pay respect to my beard, then it does not respect me back. In fact, it takes away from my image. And people will respect me less. So when I got my beard in order, I realized a world of potential. Right? I looked so much better than I ever had before. And I started to realize that, hey, I could look even better if I got myself a nice fresh haircut and I deviated from this terrible, terrible haircut that I rocked for many, many years. Something that was abhorrent to even look at. Right. And then from there, I started to, naturally what happens with a lot of men is they start to focus on the physical development as well, because the bearded muscular look is also an incredibly good look. Right. And I think one of the strongest anecdotes of this is Willem Pugh. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of him before. He was I think he was an accountant or something of that, or he owned his own business or something like that. A man that suffered, a great amount of suffering. And after growing a beard, he started to lose weight. He started to work out. Grew out his hair, and he ended up becoming a model. You know, and he works with David Beckham now. And this anecdote is widespread. It is. And it starts to make you think, you know, is this correlation or causation? Well, perhaps it's correlation. But it's a very, very strong anecdote that seems pretty much undeniable to say that it isn't at least valuable. So it's very obvious to me that when a lot of men grow beards, that a lot of self-development can come from this, and it's, you know, it's inherently a vehicle, right? It's the micro steps that you take throughout that journey that slowly gets you out of your comfort zone. So then every single step seems less significant, to the point where you're standing taller than ever before. Right? You see this with Willem Pugh. You see this with hundreds of men. Look at the comment section of my last Hussar Talk, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So I suppose this is one of my biggest mission statements. This is why I speak of beards in this way, and this is why I also, you know, put videos on my channel that are mechanistic in nature, right? How to get your beard in perfect order, because I truly, truly want, you know, the same that happened to me. I want that same anecdote to be true in as many lives as possible. I really, really do. And I think these talks further facilitates that process. And, you know, hopefully these talks can kind of create an environment that allows you to think and, you know, set beard goals and actually learn how to get a scope of how much self-development you can actually derive from going on this journey. So yeah, I think this is going to be one of the biggest things with my channel. I really do think it's going to be one of my biggest staples. And this weird philosophical aspect of beards, and why I think it's important, and why I think it's kind of nonsense to completely outright state that it's just hair on your face and it has no meaning. Maybe it has no meaning, but it has value. It has value in the lives of many, and that's very evident in my comment sections. It's very, very evident that this is the case. Right? And a lot of people are telling me, hey, I've been looking all over YouTube for something like this, and, you know, you're the first one to actually talk about these things. So there is a void in the community that I truly, truly hope that I'm filling. And I'm going to keep thinking about these ideas. Truly I will. So, thank you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Hussar Talk. Again, a lot of rambling in this video. These Hussar Talks will get better over time. I promise you they're... I mean, hopefully they do. That would be ideal. So, bearded warriors of Earth, I hope the best for you in your beard growing journeys, in your minoxidil beard growing journeys, in your natural beard growing journeys, whatever it is. I hope you get the best, you know. I hope you get the most out of it, and I hope you get the most out of these videos. Have a wonderful night.